For the next 30 seconds, I want you to try something for me. Whatever you do, do not think of a white bear. I'm serious. Absolutely do not let the image of a white bear enter your mind. Just don't think about white bears at all. So, what are you thinking about right now? Because I'm thinking about white bears. White bears in the Arctic, white bears in pajamas, white bears playing tiny violins. And I'm willing to bet that despite my very clear instructions, white bears have been dancing through your mind too. This is called the white bear effect, and it perfectly demonstrates how our minds work, or more accurately, how they don't work when we're trying to force them. The harder we try to suppress a thought, the more our brain's monitoring system keeps checking to make sure we're not thinking it. And each time it checks, it accidentally brings that very thought back into our awareness. This same principle is exactly what happens when you're lying in bed, desperate for sleep, telling yourself, stop thinking about tomorrow, or just go to sleep already. The more you command your mind to be quiet and empty, the louder and busier it gets. You end up in an exhausting mental wrestling match with your own thoughts, which is the opposite of the peaceful state you need for sleep. That's why tonight's approach is different. Instead of asking your mind to think about nothing, which is nearly impossible, I'm going to give your thoughts somewhere peaceful to land. Tonight's narration has been carefully crafted to occupy just enough of your mental space to gently crowd out rumination. The rich sensory details and slow rhythmic pacing will guide your brain away from its analytical problem-solving mode and into a more narrative, dreamlike state. Before we begin this journey to your treehouse sanctuary, please ensure that you're somewhere safe to fall asleep. You'll find a full disclaimer in the show notes for those who need it. And if you find tonight's narration helpful in guiding you toward rest, I'd be very grateful if you would follow the podcast. Over the next few months, I'll be sharing many more of these sleep-inducing narrations. I've got some really magical destinations planned that I think may become your new favorite pathways to dreamland. And to those of you who already follow along on these nightly journeys, thank you. Now, let's prepare your body for the journey ahead. Find the most comfortable position you can, whatever feels right for you tonight. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, filling your lungs completely. And then exhale gently through your mouth, letting that breath carry away any tension you might be holding. One more time. Breathe in slowly and deeply. Hold for just a moment and then release with a soft sigh, feeling your body become heavier as it settles into your bed. Feel your shoulders dropping, your jaw softening. your fingers and toes, beginning to relax completely. Perfect. Now, let me take you to Costa Rica, where your treehouse sanctuary awaits. You arrive at the base of an ancient kapok tree, just as the afternoon light begins to soften into early evening. You're here in the Monteverde Cloud Forest Reserve in Costa Rica, gifted a week-long retreat to step away from your busy life and reconnect with yourself. This protected rainforest is home to thousands of species of plants and animals, many found nowhere else on Earth. Earlier today, you checked in at the Eco Lodge's welcoming gatehouse, where friendly staff provided you with a detailed map of the forest trails and the locations of the 5 treehouse accommodations scattered throughout the reserve. Each treehouse is positioned for maximum privacy. Your personal treehouse guide walked you along the forest path this afternoon, pointing out medicinal plants and exotic wildlife before helping you get oriented. A porter has already delivered your luggage, so your belongings await you in your elevated sanctuary. Now you stand before your home for the next few nights. A magnificent kapok tree, its massive trunk rising over 150 feet into the canopy above. The bark feels surprisingly smooth beneath your palm as you steady yourself, looking up through the dappled green light filtering down through the layers of leaves above. A wooden staircase winds around the trunk in a gentle spiral, each step carved from local hardwood and worn smooth by countless feet and the gentle caress of tropical air. The handrail, made from the same warm wood, fits perfectly beneath your hand as you begin your ascent. As you climb, you pass through different layers of this cloud forest ecosystem. Draped across the branches around you are curtains of Spanish moss and delicate orchids clinging to the bark. Tiny purple and white blooms that seem impossibly fragile, yet thrive in this misty environment. Halfway up, you pause on a small landing to catch your breath and notice how the air itself has changed. It's fresher here, carrying the green scents of leaves and flowers, rather than the earthier aromas of the forest floor. The air is thick with the moisture from the clouds that regularly sweep through this elevation. A gentle breeze moves through the branches, and you can feel the tree swaying. Not enough to be alarming, but just enough to remind you that you're now part of something alive and breathing. You continue climbing, and with each step, glimpses of the valley appear between the leaves. Flashes of green mountains rolling away into the distance. The sound of a distant waterfall reaches you now, too. A soft, rhythmic whisper. At the top of the staircase, a wide platform opens before you, built around the massive trunk of the tree with such skill that it seemed to have grown naturally from the branches themselves. The treehouse is a masterpiece of sustainable architecture. Its walls made from bamboo, its roof thatched with palm fronds that create an intricate pattern of shadow and light. You step onto the platform and immediately feel the solid strength beneath your feet. Though you're suspended 50 feet above the ground, there's no sense of instability. Only the gentle rhythmic movement of the living tree, like being rocked in the arms of nature itself. As you step inside, you're enveloped by a space that perfectly balances rustic charm with luxurious comfort. The floors are wide plank teak, polished to a warm honey color that seems to glow in the filtered light. The walls are a combination of bamboo screens and open spaces that allow the forest to flow seamlessly inside. Your luggage sits neatly arranged in one corner, a reminder that while you're suspended in nature, thoughtful service ensures your comfort. But it's the bed that truly captures your attention. It sits in the center of the main room, raised on a platform that positions it to catch the cross breezes that flow through the space. The frame is carved from a single piece of local hardwood, its posts rising toward the cathedral ceiling. Around the entire bed hangs the most exquisite mosquito netting you've ever seen. The netting is gathered at the four corners and cascades down in flowing panels that move gently in the breeze. It's almost transparent, creating a dreamy, ethereal quality that transforms the sleeping area into something magical. The mattress itself is substantial and inviting, covered in crisp white linens that look impossibly fresh against the natural tones of the room. Multiple pillows in varying sizes are arranged at the head, some firm for support, others soft for sinking into. A lightweight blanket in natural linen lies folded at the foot of the bed, perfect for the gentle coolness that will come with evening. You move to the large opening that serves as a window. And there's no glass here, just a wide space that frames the forest and ocean beyond like a living painting. A wooden railing runs along the edge, smooth and warm to the touch. You rest your hands on it and look out at the view that unfolds before you. The treehouse sits at the perfect height to see both the intimate details of the cloud forest canopy and the vast expanse of the valley in the distance. Immediately around you, the branches of neighboring trees create a green tapestry of leaves in every shade imaginable. From the deep emerald of mature growth to the tender yellow-green of new shoots. In the middle distance, the cloud forest canopy rolls away like a green ocean, occasionally broken by the emergent crowns of the tallest trees and the white wisps of clouds drifting through the valleys. And beyond that, layer upon layer of mountains stretch to the horizon. You move away from the railing and explore the rest of the treehouse. There's a small sitting area with cushioned chairs positioned to take advantage of the view, and a compact kitchenette with everything needed to prepare simple meals. On the counter, you discover a welcome basket left by the lodge staff. You select a piece of perfectly ripe mango, its skin giving slightly under gentle pressure. As you peel back the golden skin, the fruit releases its distinctive sweet fragrance, and the first bite floods your mouth with sunshine sweet flavor and silky texture. Next, you try a slice of pineapple, so fresh and sweet. Alongside the fruit, you find fresh bread from the lodge's bakery, still warm and fragrant with herbs, and a small container of local honey, amber-colored and perfumed with the flowers of the cloud forest. You spread the honey on the bread, tasting the subtle floral notes that speak of hundreds of different blooms. In one corner, you discover a hammock strung between two of the structural posts. It's woven from soft cotton in natural cream and faces another opening in the walls, this one looking deeper into the forest, where the light grows green and mysterious. As the afternoon progresses into evening, you notice how the quality of light in the treehouse begins to change. The harsh brightness of midday gives way to something softer, more golden. The light filters through the layers of leaves above, creating an ever-shifting pattern of illumination that plays across the walls and floor. Sometimes a beam of pure sunlight finds its way through the canopy to create a perfect spotlight on the bed or floor, only to shift and disappear as the branches move in the breeze. You decide to prepare for the coming evening by taking a shower in the outdoor bathroom attached to the main structure. The shower is a work of art. Bamboo walls provide privacy while still allowing glimpses of the forest beyond. And the shower head is designed to mimic rainfall, sending down a gentle cascade of warm water. And as you shower, you can hear the sounds of the cloud forest around you. The call of birds that call this region home. the distant crash of the waterfall echoing through the valley below. A tiny hummingbird appears at the edge of your vision, hovering near a flowering vine that climbs one of the bamboo walls. Its wings beat so fast, they're just a blur, but its body remains perfectly still as it feeds from the bright red flower, a living jewel of iridescent green and purple that seems impossibly delicate in this wild setting. After your shower, you wrap yourself in a soft terry robe and step back onto the main platform. The air feels perfect against your clean skin, warm but not hot, with just enough moisture to feel tropical without being oppressive. You settle into one of the comfortable chairs with a glass of cool water infused with fresh mint and lime, both picked from the small herb garden that grows in containers around the platform. The evening light continues its gradual transformation. What was golden becomes amber and then deepens to a rich orange that sets the entire forest canopy aglow. You watch as this warm light plays across the leaves around you, turning them into stained glass windows that glow from within. The ocean in the distance becomes a sheet of molten copper, its surface barely distinguishable from the sky above it. As the sun sinks lower, the sounds of the cloud forest begin to change as well. The daytime chorus of birds gradually gives way to the evening symphony. The haunting calls of howler monkeys in the distance. The rustle of nocturnal creatures beginning to stir. The gentle whisper of wind through the leaves that seems to grow more pronounced as the air begins to cool. You move to the bed and pull back the mosquito netting, which responds to your touch like silk. The opening you create allows you to slip inside this gauzy sanctuary. And as you settle onto the mattress, the netting falls back into place around you, creating a private world within the already magical space of the treehouse. The mattress beneath you is perfectly firm yet yielding. The pillows cradle your head at just the right angle, and you adjust them until you find the perfect position. The lightweight blanket lies ready beside you, waiting for when the evening air grows cool enough to warrant its gentle warmth. But for now, the temperature is perfect. The cross breeze that flows across the treehouse finds its way through the mosquito netting. The air carries with it the scent of the cloud forest, the green smells of growing things, the sweet fragrance of night blooming flowers beginning to open, the clean smell of mist rolling through the valleys. As darkness deepens, the sounds around you become more layered. more complex. You can hear the gentle creaking of the tree as it sways in the evening breeze. Not alarming, but comforting. The sound of the waterfall from the distant valley becomes more noticeable as other sounds fade, creating a steady, rhythmic backdrop that matches the slow rhythm of your breathing. Above you, through the gaps in the canopy, the first stars begin to appear. One by one, tiny pinpricks of silver light that seem impossibly far away, and yet somehow intimate in this setting. A crescent moon rises slowly, its light filtering down through the leaves to create intricate patterns of shadow and silver. The netting itself seems to breathe with the night air, billowing and settling in a slow, hypnotic rhythm. The effect is mesmerizing, and you find your breathing naturally synchronizing these slow, graceful movements. You can hear the soft calls of night birds now, the liquid notes of a black-faced solitaire somewhere in the darkness, the gentle hooting of a spectacled owl from a neighboring tree. These sounds don't disturb the peace. Instead, they seem to deepen it, creating a sense of being embraced by the living cloud forest that surrounds you. Your body begins to relax completely into the comfort of the bed. The gentle swaying of the tree, so subtle you're barely conscious of it, works like a natural sedative. Your breathing slows and deepens, each exhale carrying away a little more of the day's stress and stimulation. As you lie there, suspended between earth and sky, you become aware of the profound silence that underlies all the forest sounds. It's not the empty silence of isolated spaces, but the rich, full silence of a living world at rest. Your eyelids grow heavy as this perfect environment works its magic on your tired mind and body. You can feel sleep approaching like a gentle tide, washing over you in soft waves. There's no resistance, no struggle, just a natural, easy surrender. Your breathing becomes even slower and deeper as you can feel your heartbeat gradually slowing to match the gentle rhythm of the swaying tree. You are safe here, suspended between the earth and stars, in a place where time moves differently, and peace is the only currency that matters. And as consciousness fades away, the tree continues its gentle swaying. The waterfall continues its distant murmur. and the moon continues its slow journey across the sky, watching over your dreams as you sleep deeply and peacefully. You are cradled here in nature's arms, protected by the watchful presence of the cloud forest and the gentle guardianship of those who tend this sacred place. There is nothing you need to do, nowhere you need to be. This moment belongs entirely to rest. Feel how your body has responded to this perfect environment. Your muscles have released their grip on the day's tensions. Your shoulders have dropped. Your jaw has relaxed. Each breath you take is deeper and slower than the last. Your chest rising and falling in harmony with the gentle sway of the tree. Your heartbeat has found its resting rhythm, a quiet drum that echoes the peaceful pulse of the forest around you. There's no need to hold onto any particular idea or worry. Simply allow your mind to wander where it will, following whatever gentle currents carry it. Let these images float through your consciousness like dreams already beginning, each one dissolving naturally into the next, without effort or direction. Your limbs grow heavier with each passing moment, sinking deeper into the soft embrace of your bed. Your arms rest quietly at your sides, so relaxed they feel as though you're floating. Your legs have found their natural position, completely supported and utterly still. You are becoming one with this peaceful place. Your breathing synchronized with the tree's gentle sway. Your heartbeat echoing the quiet rhythm of the night. Sleep is approaching like the softest tide, and there is nothing left to do but drift on its gentle current, safe and cradled in this magical sanctuary between the earth and stars. Sleep now. Sleep deeply. Sleep well.